I wanted to prove folks that all this was lost, weight is lost in the kitchen, not in the gym. And this is 100% proof. 74 pounds, 28 weeks. These are the results. So that's a wrap, folks, or is it? Hi everyone, my name is Chris Martin. Welcome to Keto with me. Let's get to the results here. Week 28, I lost 1.4 pounds, grand total of 74 pounds lost. That puts me at 160.4 pounds for my current weight. If you watch my diary series, then you know I track way more than just weight. One of those things I've been tracking since the very beginning is sleep. So it's important for me to mention to you all that sleep drastically improves when you do keto. So for me, I average between 7.5, 8 hours sleep a night, and I mean good quality sleep. In addition to doing keto, I live in the fasting world. So if you've been watching my videos for a long time now, you know that my typical type of fasting is OMAD, which means 1 meal a day. So I've been doing that probably since I want to say about week 3 on. Now it's week 28. I will continue to do OMAD probably for the rest of my life. Not to say that I will never have like a 16-8 or another style. If you've also watched the journey, you'll know that I've done a lot of long fasts. So I've done to date 12 72-hour fasts and 12 48-hour fasts. It is on my plan after I'm done, now that I'm done with this weight loss journey, to still do long fasting. I'm contemplating, whether it's a 48-hour once a week, is it a 48 every other week? Is it a 72 a quarter? Is it a mixture of those? I don't know yet. But, as far as week 28 goes, I did just OMAD fasting all week. Technically not true. I had one day that I broke my fast early. That, I typically eat clean keto, which, again, I do mostly clean. So that means about 90% of what I eat is whole, single to 1 or 2 ingredient foods, not processed. But that means I got about 10 or 15% of, what we consider to be dirty food. I also want to mention that, the success that I've had is highly attributed to, actually lots of things. Why don't I say one thing? Is my tracking. If you watch my diary series, I point out all the time that I have, tracking I do on paper. That's just kind of like my jot pad, notepad that I go around, and then I also put stuff into spreadsheets, and then I also put the food into Chronometer. So between all those things together, my tracking is really on point, and I really do see myself doing that for the rest of my life, because that is the accountability I need. That may not be what you need, but that is what I need. What also have made me successful is trying to adhere to the keto macros, such as the 75, 5 and 20% of, I want 75% fat, 5% carb, and 20% protein. That's my guideline. And through my weight loss part of the journey, it is, keeping my carbs lower, like 20 carbs or less. Now let's get to my other numbers here. So my daily carbs, as I mentioned, was on average was 22 for the average macros was 79% fat, 4% carbs, and 17% protein. 3 days that I had 80% or more fat. My blood glucose average for the week was 82. My ketones averaged 1.2 for the week. Dr. Ba's ratio averaged 89%. So there are other things that I do in addition to, tracking weight, doing keto, doing fasting. One of those things is meditation. I track it, but I also, do it. And to me, that's important. You may have something that's important to you. If you get a chance, check out my week 28 video. If you do, you'll see I had a week 28 diary series video. You'll see I had a variety of meals. I had 7 meals to be exact. I have to look down here off the screen. So I started the week with just kind of eating what I call miscellaneous food. That's where, I'll typically get like pepperoni, some peanuts, pecans. I might fry up an egg. I might eat some tuna along with it. I'd actually have to go back and look at what I ate for that particular day, but it wasn't anything specific. So the next day we made pizza. So we had a keto crust type of pizza. No, it's not cauliflower. It was actually, made with almond flour and mozzarella, and then of course you have mozzarella cheese, and you go light on the sauce. There's a raw ooze sauce that's really, if I'm saying it correctly, is really good for that. And then pepperoni, sausage, some vegetables and some other stuff on top. It's fantastic. We had burgers and fries another day, burgers and fries. That was not keto. That was a mistake. The kids probably had fries. That's probably why I said it. But we had burgers and salad. So I love salad. One of the days we had Chipotle, always a good, fallback. Like if you just don't feel like cooking, get that, and then you augment it a little bit with some, other stuff. We had leftovers, which was pizza and some other things for the next day. And then we did breakfast for dinner. Sorry, I had to scroll off here. We did breakfast for dinner one day, and then we topped it off at the end of the week with some spiha. So we just used some allspice and some pine nuts, and made our own version of spiha, and threw some zucchini and squash as a side. That was just absolutely delicious. Before we wrap up today, I just want to say this is the end of the diary and the results series on my channel. But it's not the end of the channel. It's not the end of me. It's actually the beginning of my, living the keto life. So moving forward, I'm going to start creating a 2-minute or less. That's my goal. If I go over 2 minutes, you need to send me some, hate comments or something. No, don't do that. Where I'm just going to get to the point, tell you what it takes to maintain, and what happens when I start actually exercising. Because remember, none of this has been with any exercise. So, I'm going to throw in my favorite exercises, which is P90X3. I've been waiting the entire 7 months to exercise, but I wanted to prove folks that all this was lost. Weight is lost in the kitchen, not in the gym. And this is 100% proof. 74 pounds, 28 weeks. These are the results. So you're going to see that new 2-minute, what I call the living the keto life 2-minute rundown. And I hope you like the new style format that's going to come out. I also am going to have a couple other two other styles of formats that are going to come out that are top secret. I think you're going to be like, what are you doing, Chris? That's very interesting. Hopefully you like them. So, but we're going to, I'm going to be introducing all kinds of cool stuff, recipes, topics, what to do in this situation, the whole 9 yards. But I'm always going to give you guys really genuine content. I don't like the clickbait. I don't like the misleading. I don't like the fake ketoers. I want you to see that this is what happens when you do real keto. That's it for week 28. Actually, that's it for the results series, the diary series, and looking forward to bigger and better things. So thanks for watching today's video. Please take time to like and subscribe so you can continue to keto with me and see all these new great things. Also, if you have any comments or questions, don't hesitate to leave them down below. Just remember, nobody's perfect. Be a coach, not a critic, and take care, folks.